Somebody asked me the other day, what is the difference between a good guitarist and a great guitarist? And I think it's being able to tap into the God force, be able to like channel is like an important part of any creative process. Today we were working on a record that features Steve Ferrone playing drums, Brian Auger, and Derek Frank, plus, I mean, it features me, obviously, Jeff Golub.
I'm Bud Harner. I'm Jeff's manager and co-producer on this project. What we've been talking about for quite a while, Jeff and I, is to do a record that has the Hammond B3 and the guitar as the sort of featured instruments. So I had the opportunity to meet Brian Auger. So I brought up the idea of having Brian be the B3 and play Fender Rhodes and stuff too on the album, and Jeff loved the idea and the label loved the idea, so that's what we're doing.
Well, my name is Brian Auger, and we're making an album for Jeff Golub. Bud sent me over Jeff's albums. So I had to listen to that music, and then I thought, wow, this is really cool, man. So I called Bud and I said, yeah, count me in, I want to do the project.
Well, my name is Stephen Ferrone, and I'm here recording with Jeff Golub. Well, I played on a lot of records with Jeff. I've done a lot of his records. You know, I love playing with Jeff. It's an honor to be called by him every time. He's a great musician.
I'm Derek Frank. I'm a bass player, playing here today recording Jeff's next record. I toured with Jeff all of 2012, and I had toured with Brian Auger, the keyboard player, from 2002 till about 2010, off and on. So I've been a part of Brian's thing for a long time, and kind of a new part of Jeff's thing. And so luckily they asked me to do the record. Thought it might be a good fit.
Powerhouse group of musicians.
We all know one another. We've already played together, you know, and we're all buddies. So, I mean, it's kind of like a family happening.
It feels great to be playing with these guys. I mean, they're all great musicians. It's just a joy to be in the same studio with them. The vibe of the new record is soul jazz. It's a lot of Latin grooves, a lot of grooves, period. My last couple of records have been blues records, especially the last record was straight ahead blues. But now I'm kind of going back to what I did before that with like soul jazz. I mean, no matter what I do, it's blues oriented guitar, but the record itself is music that's more jazz oriented.
You know, the whole thing of the Hammond B3 and the guitar, the Fender Rhodes, it's got a retro kind of funky groove type vibe. Jeff is just one of the best blues guitarists out there. So this definitely still has a bluesy edge to it, but it's got more of a funky groove than the standard blues approach.
Between Jeff and Brian, there's definitely kind of like an old school vibe, like an old school soul, funk, blues, R&B kind of vibe, which I love playing. I get to bust out my vintage basses and play with that kind of tone. Brian's got the B3 going, he's got the Rhodes going, and then we've got Steve Ferrone, who's just a rock of a drummer, you know, just solid as they come. You know, Jeff is such a great kind of raw, bluesy kind of guitar player, real soulful player, and yeah, it's just a great combination of people, and we're having a lot of fun.
Jeff's a genuine, really warm person, and we've known each other a long time. He's just a genuine, humble, down-to-earth guy. You know, there's just nothing unreal about Jeff, and it continues even after the loss of his sight. He still has the same positive attitude and a smile on his face.
He's a wonderful guy. He's always been a wonderful guy and a close friend, and to go through what he's gone through he has even more of my admiration. He's a positive person.
He's a very sweet guy, man. He's a very nice guy. It's just been an incredibly happy experience for everybody, you know. He's you know, I count this. You can be the best musician in the world, but if you're a nasty piece of work, that's what you are. I don't really want to play with you. I don't have to, you know. So the fact that he's a great human being, I mean, that really kind of adds to it. Speaks, you know, very much for me.
Well, they've been great about my lack of sight that my audience has really been understanding, and I'm hoping to give them a record that they can relate to, that it's, you know, it's sort of for everybody.